Very good morning to all my wonderful students who are my friends and family today. May you feel safe, may you feel loved, may you feel hope, knowing that better days are yet to come. Suprabhat to all my wonderful students. Today we are starting with F. W. Taylor's Principle of Scientific Management. We have already done the principle of Henry Fayol. So we are starting with a new topic, that is Principles of Scientific Management by F. W. Taylor. So let us see who was F. W. Taylor. Frederick Winslow Taylor was an American mechanical engineer who started his career as a mechanic, and he rose to the position of chief engineer in Bethlehem Steel Company, USA. So he was from USA, and 26 years of his career he has experimented with his ideas and made a number of contributions to management theory. And he also wrote two books. One was Shop Management and the other was Principle of Scientific Management. And for his contribution, we know him as the father of scientific management. So he was a big name, and he was the one who has explained us how to do scientific management. Now, what is the meaning of scientific? You already know. That is experimenting certain thing, doing things with logic. So, what is scientific management? Scientific management refers to use of scientific, systematic, objective and logical principles and techniques to various managerial functions. So we have already done the managerial functions. So when we are using the managerial functions in this, when we are using scientific techniques, scientific methods, that is known as scientific management. So what does F. W. Taylor say? He says scientific management means knowing exactly what you want men to do and seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. So this is what is scientific management. Now let us see what are the principles of scientific management. How many can you see here? There are 4 principles of scientific management that we have to do in our syllabus. What are they? The first one, that is science, not the rule of thumb. Second one is harmony, not discord. Third, cooperation, not individualism. Fourth, development of each person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. In the fourth one, person here refer to the workers. So development of workers is the fourth principle of scientific management. So let us see science, not the thumb rule. Before we go into the theory part, let us see what this graph is showing you. When you see the graph, you can see scientific method. So when you are using the functions of management like staffing, directing, controlling, coordinate, that is organizing, so all these functions we are using observation, we are doing hypothesis, we are doing research on these functions, experimenting, and then finally coming to the conclusion. So this is what is scientific method. So rather than using the rule of thumb, that is trial and error method, we are going into these scientific methods, that is observing, then research, then hypothesis, experiment, and then conclusion. So this is what is the science, not rule of thumb. So here each and every job and its method of doing it should be based on scientific study and analysis rather than on trial and error basis. So it should be well planned. The work that is to be done, management work, should be well planned and should be scientifically seen. Next is harmony, not discord. The word harmony means peace. So you should understand there should be peace between the employers and the employees. And what should be done in order to have peace amongst the two? The employees should give proper working conditions for the workers, and workers should work with devotion and loyalty. So workers should perform their duty with discipline and loyalty, and this will encourage more gains to the company, and the gains hence that is going to be received should be shared amongst the workers. So this is what is mental revolution Taylor has stressed on. He says mental revolution should come up. That is, there should be a complete change in their mental outlook. So management should create suitable and pleasant working conditions, and workers should work with devotion and loyalty. So example, management should share surplus with workers. Workers should put in their best efforts. So hope you have understood what is harmony, not discord. That is peace, not that is discord. Okay. Next we come with cooperation, not individualism. Now what do you mean by cooperation, not individualism? This is an extension to the principle of harmony, not discord. According to this principle, competition should be replaced by cooperation. Both management and workers should realize that they need each other. Management should take workers into confidence before making any important decision, and at the same time, workers should not go for strikes and unreasonable demand. So, this is what is cooperation, not individualism. So you can see this thing, cooperation, not individualism. Taylor emphasized on the importance of cooperative group effort between the management and the workers in achieving the organizational goal. So here management can involve workers in determining the work standards. Next we have development of workers in his greater efficiency and prosperity. So you can see here the workers, how can we develop the worker? By training them, by giving them an opportunity to be trained scientifically. So what is development of workers? The management should scientifically select the workers, assign jobs as per their physical, mental and intellectual capability and potential, and train them as per the job requirement. So everything should be done very scientifically so that the best can be gained from the workers. Example, these days employees are sending their workers or people in their workplace to seminars which will help them for their mental growth, and this will increase their efficiency as well. So we should see that development of workers should always happen so that greater efficiency and prosperity for the organization is brought about. So thank you all of you, and hope you have understood these principles of F.W. Taylor, the scientific management principles. Have a good day all of you. Thank you.